regret not starting the pressure earlier during the fight?
No, I'm never going, because I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to do my homework, and it's my job to do the recon work, write down every strength and weakness of my opponent, know my opponent better than I know myself, relay that message to my athlete, and it's his job at that point to carry it out. Me personally, like I said, the only thing Lamont could have done better is knock Danny out.
Barry, if you guys were to get the rematch, would you have it at catch weight again, or would you actually put the titles on the line?
We've always been able to make 140 pounds. The fans wanted this fight. I wanted the fight because I'm a fan first. Only way we could make the fight was at a catch weight. Danny went online and was quoted as saying that he didn't want to put his body through, you know, that type of stress and strain after being off for 8 months. So I understand, and I know what the fighters go through. But again, if we get caught up in making a weight or a belt here, a belt there, then these fights that we all yearn to see, we'll never get a chance to see them. So if it's 140, if it's 147, 148, whatever that weight may be, if Danny take that rematch, then we're looking forward to it.
Congratulations on a wonderful performance tonight.
Thank you.
Great. You talked about getting Danny to commit. It seems that it always worked when people did try to apply that strategy with him. My question is, was your game plan with the lateral movement, was that part of the game plan?
It was side to side, yes. It was side to side movement. A lot of it was, you know, reverse and field. I never wanted him to get a chance to set his feet. Because if you look at Danny Garcia and Kendall Hope, they got a knack of getting you in an exchange and throw a wide shot and catch you and put you out. A lot of shots Danny throw when it comes to the hook, and either the overhand, he'll look away first and then bring the punch. He's mastered that style of fighting, so I didn't want to give him that opportunity. I wanted to keep him all balanced the whole time.
You're a teacher, and again, you appreciate the history of the game. One more question, and I do want to ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Again, giving that lateral movement, giving it a few rounds to set in, sometimes in this day and age it could cost you with a judge. They always go by ring generalship and effective aggressiveness. Do you think that a lot of these judges don't realize what that means when a boxer has ring generalship and an aggressive guy is supposed to be an effective aggressor?
I definitely think there is room for improvement. We all have seen fights that in our minds and in our eyes, the other guy won. And then you sit there scratching your head saying, what are they looking at? It was the same thing in the amateurs with us. The only thing that I think that we all need to do in order to make a better fight, I need to be a better trainer, better teacher. And in order to judge fights better, I think the officials need to be better judges. You can never go back, you know, in reverse time. If that could happen, then all of us go back and change something in our life. The only thing we can do now is look forward. And definitely you will see him back in the ring. Like I said, Lamont is unscathed. If we need to go back next week, we can go back next week.
Well, Barry.
Question down here.
Yeah, was the bolo and the shuffle by design? Was the bolo and the shuffle by design, or was that just in the ring, just improvised?
That's Lamont. Lamont is that guy that, and like I said, you guys seen him, you seen him box, you seen him bang. He got speed, he got power. Beautiful defense. Whatever it called for that night, he felt pretty good that night, you know what I mean? And, you know, and down the stretch, he really felt good. He was just doing Lamont.
Now, Barry, you didn't answer the question about asking for the rematch.
I'm
trying
sorry.
to make sure that it happens because, again, Heyman is the one.
I'm sorry. Well, like I said before, you know, listen, Al is the man. I love him, you know, I even love him more because he stepped up for me and my family big time, you know, in a time of need. This is a guy that I've known, you know, shortly after I really came in the game. I got all, you know, the trust in the man, and I definitely want to see a rematch, without a doubt. And if not Danny, like Lamont always say, you know, he's been chasing Danny for a long time. all he can do is hope for a rematch. And if we can get that, definitely we would love to do it again. I don't care what we do it at. I just want to see it done.
Out of all the controversial fights that Danny has had, do you feel this one deserves the rematch more than the Herrera fight?
I definitely think, I thought Herrera did a good job. I thought, again, that he should have got the decision. But nevertheless, I thought Lamont had a more telling performance than Herrera did, especially down the stretch. And I think his performance won more of a rematch than Herrera.
When Lamont kind of ran up and down the ring, along the ring ropes in between one of the rounds, I don't remember which one, I thought he was playing with Garcia's mind to do that. You see, look how much energy I got. I don't even have to sit. I don't have to do it. I can do push-ups. George Foreman, I think it was, used to do push-ups. Who was it? Somebody used to do push-ups. Who was it? No, somebody else. It was somebody else. And is that what he was doing, trying to play with his
He was. Lamont, I myself, I'm a student of Sun Tzu. And a lot of times in war, you want to turn around and make your enemy. Even if you're weak, you want to make them think you're stronger than you are. And so psychologically is what breaks first. You could be the most in shape guy on the planet, but if your mind, if you lose control of this, then you're going to lose control of all the self. And then when Danny saw that, and when Lamont started walking him down, psychologically he started to break.
So it was that night?
Yes, sir.
I saw it right.
Right here in the middle.
It's funny you brought that up. There was a point, I'm not talking about that, different question. I think it was the 11th round. I said you noticed when you saw Danny starting to break upstairs a little bit. Was it the 11th round? We were talking upstairs. It looked like he was really, really hurt. Didn't show too much on his face, but you could see his body language. There was a point, I think it was close to the end of the round. Did you notice that? Where Lamont really tried going for the kill more?
I actually saw it early on, like I said, in the rounds. He got hit with something. I don't know if it was a hook, a right hook, or whatever it was. When I saw his face and I saw his eyes after that, I saw doubt. And I told Lamont, he wanted to go earlier. He wanted to go earlier. He said, look, I can pick it up right now. I said, well, listen, control aggression, hunt him down behind the jab. But when it came to the 11th and the 12th, I really saw it. And I saw weakness. And when I see weakness like that, man, just like any shot, we gonna attack it. And so he started hunting him down even more. I really, really thought he was going to knock
There's
him
about
out.
3 of us that saw it from up there. We noticed that close to the end of the round.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Last question, when we going back to DC, man?
Ah, that's where Mr. Heyman comes in at. We'll be in DC very, very soon. Very soon. I want to tell you, but I can't tell you. But we'll be there very soon.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you.